6. Stand by.
Coming up on Channel 8 News, Kansas State students took to the polls this week during Student Governing Association elections. Plus, Kansas State men's and women's basketball look to cap off the regular season play with wins over conference opponents. And later, we'll see how you can reduce your energy bill during fluctuating temperatures this spring.
Yeah, today in Manhattan, Kansas, it's going to be sunny and 40 degrees, 6-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to feel like 44. That's all the weather we have for right now. But Connor, back to you.
This is KKSU LD, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills. You're watching Channel 8 News.
Good morning and welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Connor Wallstead. Coming up today, we'll look at how the K-State Rodeo team brought students, cowboys, and community members together at the annual event this past weekend. And later, we'll hear from an SGA senator on the importance of student elections. Though the academic year is still in full swing, Kansas State's Student Governing Association is in the midst of a transition with elections finishing up just yesterday. Jimmy Kaufman has more.
Two candidates, Lauren Walters and Christian Penna, along with their VPs, squared off in the Union last week as they debated in front of the student body, bringing attention to both their ideas and the election as a whole. Overseeing over $15 million in student fees, the implications of the SGA election mean more than just a new face at the top, according to Election Commissioner Gracie Jo Stanton.
Going and being at those committees, I realized that quickly that we actually have a lot of say in deciding and allocating a very large sum of money. And we would review presentations and hear from colleges all over the campus asking for money. And that involvement really made me realize I have a voice in saying where money goes, and this big responsibility is on my shoulders to make sure it impacts students all over the campus and overall benefit the well-being of it as well.
With a campus of over 21,000 students, only 1,439 students turned out for the 2025 SGA election. Now that the calendar's flipped over to 2026, more SGA candidates are doing what they can to get the people to the polls.
One of our big initiatives at the beginning of last year was creating a communications agency. So Zoe and I put through legislation to create this group of students that can help promote our elections better through use of social media, email, and you might see some physical banners around campus this year. We realized that candidates oftentimes have the best reach of students, so making sure they know about the resources and the events that student government is doing so they can post about them and get their audiences attracted to SGA as well.
With the announcement of the new student body president coming Thursday night, the new faces of SGA now get to decide how to fund things like events on campus, student organizations, as well as student amenities like the rec center and Cat's Cupboard. But no matter who is at the helm, the goal of SGA is still about students working for their fellow students. From Manhattan, Jimmy Kaufman, Channel 8 News.
The results to the election will be announced live at 6 p.m. on Wildcat 91.9, with the final polling being posted onto the SGA social media platforms afterwards. The Anderson Avenue construction project started in June of 2025 and has been ongoing since then, with the new phase getting ready to begin. Emmett Baldwin has more.
The construction on Anderson Avenue started the next phase of work last week. After finishing one side of the street, this new phase will allow them to work on the other side. The project is planned this way so traffic is still able to get through the construction without many detours.
With traffic right now, we're continuing to be able to maintain two-way traffic through the project. Some of the side streets are closed due to the nature of the construction and having open trenches and things. But we have been able to maintain 2 lanes of traffic.
The road had to be dug up because a 70-year-old water line underneath was leaking and needs to be replaced. But they're also taking the opportunity to improve road conditions and widen the sidewalks.
We hope to have a new water line through this section as well as a street that has fewer potholes in it.
Even with the constant construction, the public understands the need to improve and is cooperating with the new traffic flow.
They are going to redo the entryways off of Anderson into our parking lots. And so that'll be a nice improvement. The street will be wider, and that will certainly help traffic. It's clearly a major upgrade on Anderson. Anytime you're doing upgrades, there's going to be some inconvenience associated with that.
The city also makes sure to communicate with the local businesses so they can stay in the loop about what routes are available.
The key part is keep the information flowing so then that people can adjust their schedules and actually how they get across Manhattan.
Drivers should be aware of the workers out there and stay alert when going through the construction zone. In Manhattan, Emma Baldwin, Channel 8 News.
Construction is expected to finish in 2027, with most of the work primarily being done in this upcoming summer. A new era for K-State Rodeo began this weekend as the team hosted its first competition inside the brand new Bilbrey Family Event Center. Bella Zarate has more.
Inside the arena, the weekend felt bigger than a typical rodeo. From the opening ride to the final round, the event doubled as a proving ground, not just for competitors, but for a program stepping into a new chapter inside Bilbrey Family Event Center. And that change is especially noticeable for the athletes themselves. For those competing, the new setup brought a different level of confidence and intensity.
Well, I mean, it is state of the art. You go to some places and you're sometimes a little bit worried about the setup and the safety and how really good of a go you get at it, and that is not a big deal here at all. Like, this is the best of the best, so it just really amps up the competition.
The impact went beyond the arena. After nearly 2 years of construction, the opening weekend drew sold-out crowds, a major moment for the program. This season also marking a milestone as K-State Rodeo celebrates its 80th anniversary.
My parents both competed in the Central Plains region, and they both got to rodeo in Weber, so it's really cool for me to get to rodeo in Weber like they did, and then also get to be in a really cool facility like this that's brand new and get to be one of the first people and just to represent K-State Rodeo.
And for those who have represented the program, the debut reflects years of growth and strong community support.
And seeing people pack the Bilbrey, pack the stands, and be so supportive every time a Wildcat rode in the box or went down the alley, it was amazing to see.
With a sold-out debut and a brand new home, this weekend set the tone for the future of K-State Rodeo on and off the arena floor. In Manhattan, Bella Zarate, Channel 8 News.
The Bilbrey Family Event Center will continue to host K-State Rodeo events for years to come. Spaces of belonging don't just happen. They are intentionally created. The Black Student Union tries to do just that. Rebecca Tonkin has more.
Supporting the Black Student Union isn't about focusing on one group. It's about strengthening K-State as a whole.
The mission of the Black Student Union is to focus on the development of the Kansas State community by advancing academic excellence, political action, and the leadership of Black students while promoting Black culture across all aspects of life.
The issue is open to everyone. All of our events are open to anyone. If anyone needs any help, our doors are wide open. We don't push away anyone. And when you come into that room, you would not be judged. You would not be, looked at funny. We're going to be comforting because we're used to feeling that way. So why would we make someone else feel that way?
You have me and I have you.
Having people in the room with different experiences and different backgrounds leads to innovation and leads to change and new ideas.
For us to have a space to go to where we don't have to code switch, where we can talk about the issues that we are facing, because unfortunately, not everybody on this campus is racist, but there are racist people. The legacy I want to leave is that, we're here, we're going to stay. And then on top of that, I want this to be an outreach for the students.
The Black Student Union brings people together, celebrates culture, and helps create a campus where every student can belong and succeed.
Playtime is over!
In Manhattan, Rebecca Tonkin, Channel 8 News.
To learn more about the Black Student Union, search @KSU-BSU on all social platforms. With temperatures on the rise, more Manhattan residents are returning to the sidewalks for an outdoor run. But K-State freshman Ethan Armbruster is running for something much bigger than himself. His goal is to run 200 miles before the end of February in an effort to help raise money and awareness for the American Cancer Society. Other participants of the challenge committed to run 100 miles, but Ethan chose to go the extra mile.
A family member was recently diagnosed with cancer, and I was scrolling on my phone and I just saw an ad for it to run 100 miles for the American Cancer Society, and I was like, that's perfect. I like running and I hate cancer, so I thought it was awesome. I've already been running pretty consistently. I've done a couple marathons. I did cross country in high school, so I decided to bump it up to 200 miles and just try to make it a little bit more of a challenge for myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Dad, come on. Dad, starting.
This is a special place, Manhappiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly like the best in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
To the 5, to the goal line, touchdown, Kansas inside for the 10. Shelton is roofed by Carter. Gregory, step back three, takes the shot from distance and scores! It is gone, it's a
great weekend we had, homecoming, great crowd, the crowd was phenomenal.
It's a great day to be a Wildcat.
Wamigo's Oz Museum was entered in a contest for the best pop culture museum in the country. The movie it's based on, The Wizard of Oz, is over 80 years old, but the museum has kept its relevance across generations. Braden Misaki has more.
The Oz Museum, located in Wamego, Kansas, is a one-of-a-kind museum holding relics and artifacts from the movie The Wizard of Oz. Recently, the Oz Museum was entered into the Best Pop Culture Museum contest and placed 6th in results posted by USA Today. While the museum is based on a movie starring Judy Garland from 1939, it remains pop culture relevant today.
It's just had a significant impact on our culture, but also this is just a timeless story. There's so many themes in this that are instantly relatable no matter what era we're in, and so I think that's what propels it forward, because it's not locked into a period. It can be anytime, anywhere, anybody.
You don't need a tornado to get to the Oz Museum, just stop in at Main Street in Wamego. After 80 years and a trip over the rainbow, the relics inside the museum have stayed impactful and left visitors in awe when they see them.
Also, like, I was telling her this, it's like, it's kind of crazy how like a movie from that many years ago can still leave an impact. So like, that's why it's kind of like museums genuinely hold like all these years testament. You can't just recreate it. It's right there in front of you from all these years ago. So that's why it is kind of cool.
Across the street from the Oz Museum is a yellow brick road that leads visitors through painted murals recreating scenes from the movie. At the end of the road is a painted Toto, which is one of 18 painted Totos around town. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is America's first fairy tale, and telling that story to those that live in the community and visit remain important to the museum. In Wamego, Braden Misaki, Channel 8 News.
Local residents and visitors continue to enjoy the story of The Wizard of Oz decades after its release. Student government elections at K-State wrapped up last night with students casting votes for their next term's leaders. Joining Bella Zarate in the studio is Andrew Lee, Speaker Pro Temp of the Student Senate with the Student Governing Association. Bella?
Thanks, Connor. Student governing elections at K-State came to a close last night, deciding who will represent students in the year ahead. I'm very pleased to welcome Andrew Lee, Speaker Pro Temp of the Student Senate with K-State's Student Governing Association today. First, for students who may not have been paying close attention, what are these roles being decided and why do they matter?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Bella. So last night's student elections are determining who our next student body president, student body vice president are, but also who our next student senators are. And so every student is represented on campus, not just through the executive branch, through our student body president, but through the student senators that represent each college. And so through that, we have 60 different senators who will be coming in. Will be changing things up a little bit and have the opportunity to represent their students and serve their students during the allocations process.
And then turnout is always a big talking point. How was student engagement this year?
I think student engagement is up this year, especially more people are talking about the elections. We haven't had really competitive elections in the last couple election cycles, and so you have two really great campaign teams who represent the college agriculture, that represent different facets of campus life, and so I'm hoping that will turn out more voters, especially in student senate elections, and determining who will take over my role as I kind of term out this year.
And then now that voting is closed, what comes next for Student Senate and the newly elected leaders?
Yeah, so Student Senate will get sworn in after spring break. They will get to choose who their next speaker and speaker pro tempore are, and kind of determine what priorities they kind of want to focus on this next legislative cycle.
And then for students who may not have been, who had missed voting this year, how can they still be involved in SGA?
Yeah, I mean, figure out who your student senators are, serve in a committee. We have members at large that serve in each funding committee, and so they have the opportunity to sit there and get to do really cool stuff. So that's always a great way to engage with our organization.
Awesome, thank you so much. Connor, back to you.
Thanks, Bella. Coming up next on Channel 8 News, we'll hear how you can stay on top of your thermostat with all the sudden weather changes. Plus, we'll have your full weather report live.
As college athletics continues to change, one thing has stayed the same.
The loyalty and support of our K-State family.
But now, there's a new way you can show your support.
You can now help student athletes like me get compensated for our name, image, and likeness.
Whether it is contributing to our official NIL collectives
or requesting autographs and more through the Open Doors Marketplace.
You are helping K-State student athletes succeed by connecting with you.
So what are you waiting for?
Come transform the K-State student athlete brand today.
This is a special place, Man Happiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family, and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly like the best thing in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
Together.
Together, we believe that diversity, inclusion, and sportsmanship are expectations.
Together, we promote a welcoming and positive environment for all student athletes, coaches, and visitors.
Together, we treat all people with respect and dignity.
No matter their color, creed, gender, ethnicity, or sexual identity.
Together, we are an empowered family who empowers family.
Family, diverse and together.
Stronger together.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
Inconsistent weather patterns often leave homeowners confused on how to manage their thermostats the right way. Brayson Bird has more on what experts believe the solution is.
One day, it's 20 degrees and snowy. The next, it's sunny and 75. This is what Kansans experience on a weekly basis. With such a wide range of weather conditions, homeowners should not lose sight of the importance of properly managing their thermostat.
I would say around 2 to 3 times a week, depending on whether it's like super cold or super warm, because there's always so many weather changes, drastic changes, that I just adjust based on that. I definitely sacrifice comfort, because if it means that I have to pay less in my energy bill, I'm definitely going to do that.
With drastic weather changes in the state of Kansas, homeowners often feel the need to switch the thermostats between heating and cooling. Experts would advise against this practice because it can be harmful to your system and can increase your electrical bill.
The biggest mistake, and when they go to work, they will set a huge temperature difference.
DeHart says that the problem with this is it puts the system on overdrive.
Your AC is going to do what your AC is going to do regardless of where your set temp is, so just keep it at that set temperature and let it ride.
Experts also recommend checking your air filter and replacing it as needed. In Manhattan, Brayson Bird, Channel 8 News.
If you notice any issues with your HVAC system, make sure to contact a professional before the problem gets any worse. With spring on the horizon, is warm weather approaching, or is the cold here to stay? Adrian Holguin joins us from our Weather Center to find out. Adrian?
Thank you very much, Connor. We got a lot of weather to go through today. New York City going to be 36 and sunny today. A little bit to the south. Atlanta, Georgia, 63 and slightly overcast. Now a little bit down south, Texas, 64 degrees and straight up sun. Arizona, 64, straight up sun. And then Northern California, around San Francisco, 54, slight overcast. And then up towards Washington, 32 and sunny. And then back home in Manhattan, Kansas, 40 degrees. Should be a pretty dang good day in the Little Apple. And now, closer to Kansas, let's look a little bit more at Kansas. Kansas City, 39 degrees, and then Manhattan, 37 degrees, as you can see right here. Wichita, 49 degrees, and up by 35, it's going to be 40, kind of around Osborne County, okay? And then a little bit in western Kansas, it's going to be 44 degrees, so should be a good day in Kansas, obviously. Tomorrow's plan, you're going to wake up at 7:12 a.m., okay? It's going to be sunny and 32 degrees. And then in the afternoon tomorrow, sunny, it's going to warm up, 73 degrees, and then at sunset, 6:08 p.m., 36 degrees and straight up sun, southwest winds of 5 miles per hour, no precipitation. And now the 5-day forecast for next week. Thursday, 66 degrees, straight up sun. Friday, 73 degrees, still straight up sun. And then Saturday, 62 degrees and more sun. You guessed it. Sunday, it's gonna be a little chilly, 34 degrees. Expect a little bit of snow. Then Monday, 46 degrees and rain. That's all the weather we have for right now. Connor, back to you.
Coming up, we'll take a dive into K-State basketball, both men and women's teams, plus a look into their roadmap into March. That's next.
As college athletics continues to change, one thing has stayed the same:
the loyalty and support of our K-State family.
But now, there's a new way you can show your support.
You can now help student athletes like me get compensated for our name, image, and likeness.
Whether it is contributing to our official NIL collectives
or requesting autographs and more through the Open Doors Marketplace,
you are helping K-State student athletes succeed by connecting with you.
So what are you waiting for?
Come transform the K-State student athlete brand today.
Jones unloads a bases clearing triple. 2-2, Colts strike three in the outside corner. Another strikeout for Buss on a high fastball. K-State has done it again. Got him swinging. K-State wins the series.
So within industrial engineering, you can actually start your master's degree a year early and start taking those classes your senior year. And then after you go through those upper level courses, you only really have a year left and you would come out with your bachelor's and master's degree, which is something I have been considering just because, it's one extra year and I do love K-State. So it's like, a win-win. But that's a perk with being an industrial engineer. You're able to get your master's degree in just one extra year.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
Men's and women's basketball dominated our sports coverage this week. Let's send it over to Kendra Kemp in our Sports Center.
In the Sunflower Showdown on Saturday, losing 75-68 on senior night. The Jayhawks pestered the Wildcats inside the paint, with bigs Jelaya Davis and Reagan Williams accounting for 32 of the Jayhawks' 75 total points. After an additional loss to Baylor, K-State moves to 15-15 on the season and 8-9 on the Big 12 Conference.
I think they got really deep, whether it be off the drive or off of the post-up. So a lot of those rebounds were just really in tight and hard to rebound that way because it boils down to positioning, and they're already in there. They're already in tight. I thought they got really deep on post-ups. I thought they got really deep on dribble penetration. Those are hard areas once they get in there to really rebound effectively.
K-State men's basketball is nearing the end of their season with interim head coach Matthew Driscoll, but the team isn't finding the success they were hoping for. After firing head coach Jerome Tang, the team is 1-2, falling to Texas Tech and Colorado, but defeating Baylor at home. Driscoll said he was proud of the team's efforts and adjustments to the changes.
We're not going to change. We're just going to be a little different, right? And there's something that's said to be that, right? And so this group came in. They prepared. They did what they needed to do. There was no sulking. There was no "it's my time." They've been really responsive to me because I'm different.
That's all from sports. Connor, back to you.
Up next, we'll hear how the Manhattan community is fighting food insecurity in a unique fashion.
In a time of evolution, it is our time to elevate and carve our place atop in a new era. An era where championship expectations collide with championship support. We all must come together, fighting, ever fighting for the purple and the white. Times may change, but generation after generation, the support of K-Staters never wavers. K-State fans, are you ready to be a part of powering K-State athletic excellence in a new era?
This is a special place, Manhappiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family, and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly like the best in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
So the first third of the runway.
Deviations left of course approved. Bobcat 1-2, proceed when able.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
Manhattan might look like a comfortable community, but food insecurity is a quiet crisis for many neighbors. To help, Food and Farm Council, along with Nourish Together, support a network of 29 blessing boxes across the Little Apple. These boxes allow community members to give and take food as they need. For those who run the boxes, making sure their neighbors have something to eat is a top priority.
It's thanks to the community. Each one of those 29 boxes has a sponsor, but it's an impossible task to keep those full. So we challenge our community to stock a box.
It doesn't seem like Manhattan's a poor community, but there are so many people that do not have food security in this community, and so it's a really important thing to support.
We'll take one last look at the weather. Adrian?
Taking a look at the weekend weather, Friday, 73 degrees and sunny. And then Saturday, 62 degrees and sunny. And then Sunday, 34 degrees and snowy. That's all the weather we have. Back to you, Connor.
Thank you for watching Channel 8 News, and have a great day. My name's Connor Wallstead.
This is Channel 8 News.